Christmas unity shows how Christians foster closer ties with their Muslim relatives in Jos. Nigerian Air Force launches probe into Sokoto airstrike that killed villagers. EFCC arrests Accountant General of Delta State over 1.3 trillion naira fraud linked to former Governor Okowa. On the foreign scene, Egypt, Qatar join forces to mediate ceasefire in Gaza. Compliments of the season, good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. We start with the festivities as Christians celebrate Christmas in Jos East local government area of Plateau State. The festivity provides an opportunity to foster unity among families of mixed faith. In Fovur community, predominantly inhabited by the Afizere ethnic group, Christmas is not just a Christian celebration, it's a shared family tradition that includes Muslim relatives. Trust TV's Adu Musa visited Fovur to capture the essence of this heartwarming tradition.
Christmas is widely regarded as a season of love, gift-giving and togetherness. In Fovur community, this spirit transcends religious boundaries, bringing Christians and their Muslim relatives together to celebrate in harmony. Fovur stands out as a unique example among many communities in Plateau State, in that it has same family members practicing different religion, that is Islam and Christianity. We are here during this festive period to uncover how Christmas and other shared values unite the members of these families and understand how they maintain strong family bonds.
My husband is doing good for me. Since we got this marriage, Gaskia, my husband, they try for me. If his time come for Salah, me man as well, they try to make him happy.
I am part of the celebration. She cook food, she fry meat, she give me food. I enjoy the celebration very well.
The Indian family offers another example of unity. Despite religious differences, family members celebrate Christmas as one.
Sauran suna Christian, sauran suna Sallah.
We celebrate Christmas with our Muslim relatives. On Christmas Eve, we cook, fry, and share meals together. Though we practice different religions, we are one family. This period helps us reconnect.
My fellow brothers and sisters that are Muslim, we cook and give to them. We celebrate, we come together, we gist, we go out together to places to have fun with them.
During Christmas, they bring food to me even though I am a Muslim. I have 10 children, some are Christians while others are Muslims. During festive periods like Christmas and Salah, we share meals and celebrate together.
There is no segregation between Muslim and Christians here. They share food with us during Christmas, and we do the same during Salah. Despite being a Muslim, they treat me as their mother.
Beyond religious celebrations, the community maintains unity through shared values and regular meetings.
We have our family meetings that we normally have maybe once in a month or twice after 6 months. We normally have it together with them all. So sometimes if they have any program in the mosque, we normally go together with them and attend it together.
We hold periodic meetings where Christians and Muslims come together to discuss issues affecting us. These meetings strengthen our relationships and promote development.
In Fovur, families overcome religious differences through shared values, mutual respect, and the spirit of togetherness during festive periods. Residents emphasize that despite practicing different religions, they continue to unite as one community. Adu Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
security matters now. Troops of Operation Safe Haven have arrested 20 suspects in connection with the killing of Tingba Gidang Ado community, in that community in Riom local government area of Plateau State. The commander of Operation Safe Haven, Major General Abubakar Abdul Salam, disclosed this at a Christmas luncheon organized by troops of the operation and 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army in Jos on Thursday. He also serves as the General Officer Commanding of the 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army, while stating that troops recovered a significant cache of arms and ammunition. The commander expressed appreciation to the troops of Operation Safe Haven and the 3rd Division of the Nigerian Army for their sacrifices in maintaining peace in the state. Reports say gunmen attacked the community on December 22nd, killing at least 15 persons. The Nigerian Air Force says it will launch a thorough investigation into the airstrikes on 2 villages in Sokoto State on Wednesday. In a statement, the Joint Media Coordinator for the operation, Abubakar Abdullahi, says the airstrikes targeted locations confirmed to be associated with Lakurawa terrorist group. Abdullahi says all military operations are based on, quote, thorough intelligence and reconnaissance missions to ensure precision and protect civilian lives. Also reacting to the development, the Nigerian Air Force spokesperson, Air Vice Marshal Olushola Akimboewa, insisted that the airstrikes were carried out based on credible intelligence from multiple sources and confirmatory aerial surveillance. According to residents, the incident, which reportedly happened around 7 a.m. on Wednesday morning at Gidansama and Rumtua communities in Selame local government area of Katsina State, claimed the lives of at least 10 civilians while injuring several others. Animals were also reportedly killed, with residents saying some of their homes were destroyed by the impact of the airstrikes. The locals say the fighter jets targeted Lakura terrorists in the area, but in the process dropped explosives on some innocent civilians. Meanwhile, Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu has visited the 2 affected communities in Silami local government area, where at least 10 persons were reportedly killed and several others injured due to the airstrikes by the Nigerian military on Wednesday. Worried by the development, the governor took on the difficult terrain of the village and joined other residents for the funeral prayers for the dead victims. He also donated 20 million naira on behalf of the state government to help support the families of those affected by the incident. He was accompanied by the APC's leader in the state, Senator Ali Wamako, and the Minister of Labour and Employment. The governor sympathized with the community and described the incident as unfortunate. The Gombe State Police Command has confirmed 22 persons were injured after a car rammed into a Christian procession on Wednesday morning in Tumfure community near Gombe. The command spokesperson, ASP Abuhari Abdullahi, disclosed this in a statement issued to newsmen in Gombe on Wednesday. Abdullahi stated that no death was recorded in the unfortunate incident, adding that those injured are currently receiving treatment at the Federal Teaching Hospital and Specialist Hospital in Gombe. He added that the incident was reported at around 2 p.m. when a procession from Tumfure community, while taking part in the Christmas festivity, escorted by a team of policemen, were on their way to the MS Palace and the government house. The governor of the state, Inuayaya, has commiserated with the victims of the incident while urging youths in the area to remain calm. He also commiserated with the victims when he received the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria Gombe State chapter on a Christmas homage to the governor at the government house in Gombe. He also urged Christian community in the state to live peacefully with their Muslim counterparts. Crisis has erupted in Okpare Olumo, a community in Olumo Kingdom in Ogeli South local government area of Delta State, following the forceful takeover of the town hall by soldiers on Thursday morning. Eyewitnesses disclosed that 3 military pickup vans arrived in the community at about 7 a.m. The soldiers were said to have gained entry into the town hall, allegedly in search of some community leaders, including the President General. The action sparked widespread protests, with women and youths marching through the streets of Okpare Olumo in defiance. Speaking to journalists, Otoka confirmed the incident, alleging that the soldiers were deployed to disrupt the community's annual conference scheduled for the same day. The annual conference is an important event for presenting the community's yearly report and deliberating on pressing issues. The Nigerian Navy Forward Operating Base Igbokoda has intercepted a boat carrying approximately 100,000 liters of stolen crude at the Idiogba Mahin coastline in Ilaje local government area of Ondo State. The commanding officer of the base, Captain Ali Usman, disclosed this to newsmen on Thursday during an assessment visit to the site. Usman stated that the naval team acted on credible intelligence and swiftly deployed its quick response team. He explains that the team intercepted the wooden boat loaded with stolen crude oil along with other items used for oil bunkering in the area. Staying in the Delta, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arrested the Accountant General of Delta State, Joy N1, as part of investigations into alleged misappropriation of 1.3 trillion naira linked to former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. The anti-graft agency has also questioned other officials, including a former Director of Finance and Administration, as well as a senior government house official. Confirming this development, EFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale says N1 was detained for questioning over the ongoing investigation into the mismanagement of state funds under the former administration. According to Oyewale, the funds in question reportedly include portions of the 13% derivation allocation meant for oil-producing states. In November, former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was detained at the EFCC's Port Harcourt office over allegations of using his office to divert state funds for personal gain. Assets allegedly tied to the fraud include shares in UTM Floating Liquefied Natural Gas Company and investments in the oil sector. The rising involvement of teenagers and young persons in crimes across Niger State has alarmed security agencies and residents. Between January and December this year, over 700 suspects were arrested by the police for crimes including culpable homicide, armed robbery and kidnappings. Shockingly, according to the data, more than half of the suspects were teenagers or young adults, according to the authorities. Trust TV's Abubakar Akoti has more.
Residents lament that incidents such as phone snatching, armed robbery, and confrontation by hoodlums have become a daily occurrence. The Commissioner of Police in Niger State, Shahulu Damamma, confirmed the disturbing trend, stating that the majority of those arrested for various crimes in 2024 were young people.
There are a lot to be said about our population. All the names and arrests we have made constitute just the youths. You won't see any person 45 years, 50 or 60 being arrested for criminality now. A lot need to be said, a lot need to be done by our families, by our parents, and by society in general. We are liaising, we are partnering with relevant stakeholders to begin to deal with these issues from the roots. Getting out to arrest, prosecuting every day, we are only doing window dressing. We must get to the root to stop this menace.
He urged the government to prioritize skill acquisition programs and youth empowerment initiatives to redirect young people's focus away from criminal activities. Security expert Dr. Kamar Amza attributed part of the problem to parental neglect, emphasizing the need for parents to play a more active role in guiding their children.
The background of this challenge has been from the home. That was the first school. The parents no longer have real control of their children's behavior. The moral upbringing is so bad because parents are not being able to feed their children. So the children go out anytime they want and return anytime they want. In the past, every child that goes out must come back before sunset. But now you see children roaming about in the streets. At times you see them at gatherings, like they call it chambers, where they just discuss football and so on without thinking of where their next meal will come from. The second challenge is the lack of employment. People are not engaged. The idle mind is the devil's workshop.
He also called on the government to engage young people in meaningful ventures, highlighting the critical role such efforts play in securing a brighter future for the nation. Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News, Minna.
Now, the National Bureau of Statistics has earmarked 35 million naira in its 2025 budget proposal for capacity building on cybersecurity and data center management following a cyber attack that compromised its website in December this year. The breach, disclosed via the Bureau's official X account, led to warnings to the public to disregard information on the platform, raising concerns about the agency's digital infrastructure. In addition to cybersecurity, the Bureau of Statistics has outlined several initiatives in its 9.85 billion naira budget proposal aimed at modernizing operations and improving service delivery. Among these include 500 million naira for the labor force survey, 80 million naira for the consumer price index production, and 60 million naira for quarterly GDP compilation, among others. As Nigeria's primary source of statistical data, the NBS's vulnerability underscores the critical need for cybersecurity enhancements. Egypt's foreign minister has announced on Wednesday that the country is collaborating with Qatar to establish a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip, which would facilitate the delivery of aid to the severely affected Palestinian area. Badr Abdelati made this statement following discussions with Tunisia's Foreign Minister Mohammed Ali Nafti in Cairo. According to Gaza's health ministry, Israel's airstrikes and ground operations have resulted in the deaths of over 45,000 Palestinians, with more than half being women and children. The ministry does not differentiate between combatants and civilians in its figures. As winter brings cold and wet conditions, hundreds of thousands are crammed into tent camps along the coast. Aid organizations are facing challenges in delivering food and supplies, reporting shortages of blankets, warm clothing, and firewood. Israel has increased the volume of aid entering the region, averaging 130 trucks daily this month, compared to about 70 per day in the month of October and November. Sporting Lisbon have sacked coach João Pereira just over a month after he replaced Ruben Amorim at the helm, with Rui Borges appointed boss on Thursday. Pereira was named coach when Amorim left for English giants Manchester United, but has paid the price for Sporting's sudden loss of form. The capital club, who had a 100% record in the Primeira Liga this season before he took over, lost top spot in the Portuguese top flight to Benfica following a 0-0 draw with Gil Vicente last weekend. Pereira lost his first 4 Premier League games and Champions League matches in charge. The 43-year-old Borges was coach of 6th place Victoria Guimarães, whom he also led to a 2nd place finish in the league phase of the UEFA Conference League. That's the news roundup at this hour. Join us a little later at 6 for more news updates. For now, you can follow us across our social media platforms to stay in touch. Also visit our website for more news, programs and documentaries. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. Thank you for watching.